Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm in Gardena, California, Roosevelt Cemetery, but we're not here for that. What we're here for is right here, ladies and gentlemen. You remember that I was going to ride out here in a future episode, but you know what? I was in the area, and so plus riding out here in this particular area would be a little too dangerous because it's a lot of industrial streets and a lot of semi tractor trailers, and it's just even though there is a bike lane, it's still not well, at this point in my South Bay bike rider career, since I had that incident about 2 weeks ago, I just don't feel comfortable riding all the way out in this particular area if I make home base West High. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. So we're over here, this area right here. This was once Ascot Park, ladies and gentlemen, and the cool thing about this particular location, this is where Evel Knievel first got his televised start. Evel Knievel jumped 15 cars over here, ladies and gentlemen, at Ascot Park, and I think of March of 1967, I believe. I'll find that date for you, and I will post it somewhere above my cranium. He jumped 15 cars, and that put him on the map. Yes, sir. Evel Knievel. That is my Evel Knievel story. So it's like two stories in one location, documenting what once was Ascot Park. I wonder if the layout is probably somewhat similar. Who knows? But this was it, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of history here at once was Ascot Park in Gardena, California. It operated from 1957 to, I want to say, 1990. But like I said, I'll find that information for you, and I will post it up somewhere on my cranium. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, Ascot Park is right here, and apparently from what I found out, right here, right in front of where I'm standing, was the actual grandstand to enter Ascot Park. So this is where this is where you enter the grandstand to watch awesome grandstand view of Ascot Park. A lot of motorcycle racing, not roller derby. What's the other derby that I can't remember right now, but a lot of racing going on here, went on in this particular location, and you can find clips of it on YouTube, which is pretty cool. And I think that's it. I think that's what I'm so excited, man, because I was always wondering where was this where this facility was, and it was right here. I'm not sure how many acres this was, and I think it was a half-mile track. I could be wrong, I'm not sure, but I'll find those details out for you. South Bay Bike Rider always comes through for you, even though I'm not in my South Bay Bike Rider attire. But it's all good, man, because I went out here. I made the effort to come out here to document this once was a piece of South Bay history. Evel Knievel stood right here, jumped 15 cars, man. Evel Knievel. Evel Knievel, he's one of my personal idols as a kid growing up. wide world of sports broadcasted Evel Knievel, which put him on the map. Yes, sir. Evel Knievel was here. Ascot Park, ladies and gentlemen. So with that said, if you enjoyed today's content, drop a like. Hit that subscribe button. Hit all the proper notification buttons. And subscribe to this awesome channel, the South Bay Bike Rider. And so with that said, I will see you on the next episode of the South Bay Bike Rider. Yeah, buddy.
Wide World of Sports was covering a motorcycle race in Gardena, California. They decided to air part of the pre-race entertainment. It was the new solo daredevil, Evel Knievel.
Before we get back to racing, I'd like to introduce to you a most unusual young man. This is Evel Knievel, and his specialty in sports is to take a motorcycle up over a ramp and leap through the air some 90 feet. That's what he's going to try to do today, over 15 automobiles. Now, have you ever done 15 before, Evel?
Bill, I never have. I missed a jump up in the northwestern part of the United States over 13, and I was hospitalized and laid up for nearly 5 months, and I sure hope that doesn't happen today.
Wow, how many cars were you attempting at that time?
13.
13, and you missed it?
That's right.
You're trying 15 today?
Well, the parachute's ready, the motorcycle's ready, and I'm ready, and I'm not going to miss today.
It's March 25th, 1967. The young Evel is wearing a yellow helmet, yellow and black leathers, and he's riding a Triumph. In front of him are 15 cars. Bill Fleming has the call from Gardena, California.
Right now, everyone here in the crowd has their eyes riveted on a young man by the name of Evel Knievel, who is set and ready in his yellow daredevil leathers and new racing helmet to attempt the leap over 15 cars. You saw J.C. Agajanian there in the background, nervously pacing up and down. An exciting moment here at Gardena, California, even for the young ones. To soar through the air, airborne for about 90 feet, on a normal Triumph machine. And he's set to go. Takeoff, of course, very critical. He'll build up speed as quickly as he can, and here he goes. And he makes it. A beautiful leap as Evel Knievel gets the roar of approval from the crowd here, going beautifully over 15 cars. Well, now let's take a look at it again in slow motion to see the techniques used. Here he comes. This is a parabolic curve so that rear wheel will keep the traction. Now, as you see, he rises in the seat and makes a perfect landing. A wild way to ride a motorcycle.